I'm serious. Like there used to be like I don't know if it's still around, but there
Mm.
was there was a bunch of like Wicker for some reason Wicker,
Mm.
and like Wicker is like I'm pretty sure is paywalled off the wazoo now. Oh, you've never heard of it? It was like the first like encrypted messaging service at the time,
Right.
and
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do the one. Yep.
allegedly
Yep. Yep.
allegedly Nico Sells was approached by the FBI, who asked, "Hey, could you give us a backdoor, pretty please?" And I don't know if this was real or not, um, but like that was like a story that like flew around like 2015 ish or whenever they first got started. And I was like, oh, that's really weird. That's why if you watch earlier episodes of Mr. Robot, they do
Mm.
use Wicker because that was the gold standard for the time period.
Oh.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first season of Mr. Robot uses Wicker because that was the gold standard for the time period. Those people did their research. Like
Yeah.
like right down to like the kinds of phones
Mm.
that like Elliot and Darlene use in the show are real phones people use from the time period. They're using they're using Nexus phones because that's what people would have used. Like it was like a Nexus 5 or whatever. So
I
people would have used back then.
haven't finished Mr. Robot yet. I still have the last season to watch, but from what I've seen, it's a really good. This is a show that if you've not watched, you really need to go and do so. Like, if you are sick of seeing just bullshit hacking in, like, it's okay. As much as I love the nonsense hacking you see in, like, you know, CSI or whatever, where it's like, you know, fucking two people on the same keyboard smashing random keys, as fun as that is, if you want to see, like, a realistic portrayal of it, obviously, you know, how would you say it? Like,
Realistic and entertaining.
yeah, yeah. It's not, well,
Because
yeah, it could be fully
hacking nonsense
realistic.
in Mr. Robot is stuff like, dot slash
Mm.
blank dot sh and then they do a thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or like the funniest one was like I think it was like Darlene threatening to delete something off of a computer, and it's
Mm.
literally just like Python like thing dot py. I'm like, oh, that's
But
cute.
the other thing it does really well is there's a lot of social engineering. It's not just we are breaking computing systems. It's like, how do we manipulate people to, you know, give us what we want? Like literally the first episode, was the first episode with, where it was back, was it the first episode where he got the dog, or was that a little bit later?
The first episode, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah, so that was you call the phone and you get his phone and you're like he's like no way this guy's too old to have to have a good password, and then yeah wait till people get to me. Yeah, I can give people hard. Actually I know people much older. There are people on the internet who are much older than me who probably have just as strong passwords because they use password managers. So it's not, I don't think it's a barrier thing. It's just like an age barrier thing. It is literally just like you need to like just need to do it.
I think it's
really
also,
easy.
It's just a knowledge thing. Like, there's a lot of people who just don't know how bad their passwords are and how bad it is to have the same password on every service. Like, I have had to convince people in my personal life to stop using, you know, 6-character passwords that are the same thing on every service. The only time they change it is when there is like some random service where they actually have basic password rules. If you are using a 6-character password, just don't even, like a 6-character password with only
even if you have
lowercase letters.
a 10-character password, you're doomed. Like that's the world we live in today. And it's like, but do you want to know a password thing I think everyone overlooks? It's your phone. Most people don't have good phone passwords. And it's like, even if you're on Android and you have the pattern unlock is arguably worse because there's less items of variability. And not only that, there are digital forensics people who actually, what they do is they scan, like with thermal scanners, your phone to look at like where your finger has been the most.
To be fair, you don't have to do that because most of the time people don't clean their screens. You can just look at the phone
there's that too.
Okay, that's the pattern. Or if your phone, like my phone, it has a bit of damage that sort of indicates where the pattern is. You know, wait, that just moved. Maybe I'm just saying shit.